Okay, I think we're streaming. Hello guys. Hold on one moment. I gotta like get my chat thing out here because I am so prepared as usual. Let's see.
You can need to clip that to yourself too.
Oh, true. Thankfully, the chat thing that Jack made actually lets me pin it to myself. It's going to be pinned. There's Zaravax saying hello. Well, let me just not completely obscure the camera, my bad. Hey there, Griffin. Welcome, guys. We're about to start doing the pre-stream. I can't currently see the camera. That's kind of by design today because we're going to be flying around in a helicopter while we're trying to answer moderation questions. So, wish us luck. I'm currently here with Tatsu. We might have Glavin here today. If not, he's got some stuff going on and he's going to try to join us. But the invite, I think, is... Did I invite Glavin? I did. Okay, good. Okay. So we're not just going to randomly not have a Glavin today while he's begging me to join. And I'm not able to see his messages. Oopsie.
Barking at it. Aw, no colliders.
Let's see here.
Oh, God.
Zoom the camera out a little bit. We are in Warden's Crater. Gosh, I wish I could hide the Twitch chat from y'all. So it isn't just like, you know, doing that. Maybe if I put it way out and just make it huge.
Make it huge? Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, there we go. It's way out there.
In the future, we may want to consider a render transfer override, rendered view over. I can't remember the name of the damn thing.
Oh yeah, render transform override. Yeah.
Transform override. That's the one. And then the camera just can't see it.
Exactly. You know what's really gonna be funny with this, guys, is we're really gonna need y'all to stick to asking questions, making sure that you're putting a question mark in your stuff today. That way it pings it. Like, I'm sorry, it pins it for us. Oh man, we're gonna try to turn on this helicopter and start it.
I'm a little too far back in my seat, actually. Is there a anchor adjust?
Wait,
forward,
why are you saying that?
Nope. Reset? No. Up, down.
Are you saying that because you can't reach the controls comfortably? Because you can fix that in the settings menu. I love this helicopter so much, guys. I really do. I'm gonna be honest.
I thought I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, Vera. I thought you were about to make fun of me for being short.
No, no. Only off stream.
Wow.
Let's see. Let's see here. All right. Doors are open. Doors are now closing. Auto velocity. I'm going to turn that on for now while we take off. And here we go. I have a couple hours flying this thing around. This isn't totally new to me.
Chat, I'm so scared right now.
Yeah, this is going to be fun. I'm likely not going to be trying to do any big challenges here today while I'm flying this thing around and trying to answer your questions, guys. In fact, let me go ahead and let go of this real quick. I need to...
Oh, I can't assume direct control. That's going down. Let's not do that.
And in fact, have fun with that while I'm like letting go of the controls too. Let's see. I'm going to...
Wee! Okay.
I'm going to make the shell of the ship ignore raycasts. Can I reach things? I can! Yeah! Cool.
So where... I missed where the actual throttle to go forward was.
So it flies like a helicopter. If you want to go forward, you have to tilt the whole thing forward.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah. Does the co-pilot have control on the gun or something? I'm not sure.
I seem to have all controls available to me, actually.
Yeah, try pulling your right trigger.
Sure, yep, that's guns.
Now, hold the right trigger. I'm curious with something. Seems like
you aim?
Yeah, it looks like I'm the one aiming, which is kind of funny.
That's funny.
Yeah. But yeah, welcome guys. For anyone who's just tuning in, I'm Veer. I'm head of moderation for the Resonite platform. I'm here with Tatsu today, and we're flying around one of the MMC submissions and winners of this year's MMC. We are flying around in a world called Warden's Crater, which, in my opinion, is a very beautiful world.
Whoa!
And I feel like it's a large
You're
world.
still the controls.
Oh, did I? No, I didn't.
A little bit.
What? We are sideways. Oh man.
I'm fixing it.
Whoa!
Are you sure you're not grabbing anything?
Oh, I know what we did. We hit the invisible wall. There's an invisible wall in that direction.
A fucking bro. Invisible walls are illegal. It's 2026.
Do a barrel roll. We actually can't with the auto velocity turned on. Let me turn that off for you. There we go.
Oh, good.
But yeah, no, there is an invisible wall. I've hit it a couple times in this world. Maybe it's my only gripe about this world, if I'm honest.
Yeah, make it like a barrier graphic or something. I'm begging.
It's funny because, like, up near the ceiling, there absolutely is an it's an invisible barrier until you approach it, and then you start seeing, like, red, you know, like a red grid pattern.
Yeah, that should be a dome.
Yeah. But yeah, no, this world's awesome. And I have flown this little bicopter. Is that what that's called when you've got like two main propellers? Like,
yeah, something's weird. Because when I let go of the controls,
that's because I turned off auto velocity. If you wanted to, let's say if like boom, I turned on auto velocity. If you let go of the controls now, we'll just like suddenly like rotate backwards and then.
Okay.
Actually, oh yeah, no, never mind. We're not actually tilted at all. We're not moving other than that. What system does Resonite use for their moderation panel? I guess I don't know what you mean. If you mean like our ticket system, we use OS ticket. But if you mean like for our commands and stuff, that's all in world. Like through our own systems. Yeah. Though that is temporary, OS ticket. We're going to be moving on to a better system pretty soon. It has a number of issues that we're a little bit annoyed about.
That's an understatement. I mean, what?
Did they fix the search in OS ticket? It was taking so long because of using MySQL. I don't know. We've done some like back-end fixes of our own for some things. I don't know if that's one of them, but I've seen I guess questionable results. What is the new system? We don't know yet, or at least we have a couple options in the works, and we're not quite ready to disclose them. But you know, they're definitely going to be much more modern.
Too much.
How does Resonite handle moderation when the person violating a rule is a high-level contributor or a prominent community figure? The exact same way that we handle just the average person who isn't paying us at all, who hides in public in private worlds, etc. We don't take that into consideration at all when we make moderation decisions. Basically, you can't, pay to violate our guidelines, whether that payment's through money or through clout, etc. Like, it does not matter. So, like if anyone here is, spending $500 a month on, our platform or anything, and, thank you, first of all. Second of all, though, don't think that makes you immune to the guidelines. It does not. That would be an expensive mistake.
Consequences come for us all.
Okay, so Fairvax asks, let's say Probable Prime did something outside of the fact that they're YDMS employed. Would they be moderated or handled the same? There's probably an internal process we're going to do at that point. But it'd probably be a bit different. We haven't had too many situations like that, though. So that's more of a, we don't have a precedent for this one. Hopefully we never will.
Wee.
Yeah, you did it. you kind of inched your way through there.
Well, that opening is so small. To be honest, I haven't quite figured out how much space I have on the fucking copter. Excuse my French.
You did it. You maintained the ship being upright and undamaged. So I'm gonna say that was a win. I'm gonna turn off auto velocity again. Because that's
okay.
I'm so helpful, guys. World's most helpful dog. The rotors have no clipping, it seems. Thank God.
I see.
No. You see, they're spinning so fast that, like, they do have clipping. We're just shearing through literally everything we hit. Floosh the Wolf says, I wonder, what is your approach of making Resonite more popular? Is it is weird that different platforms are getting more attention even though most people know about Resonite? So how can I put it? I'm definitely not part of the marketing team. So this is one of those questions that is a good question. It's just I'm not that necessarily involved in making the platform more popular. And in fact, I'd argue that, like, our team is probably one of the less popular ones. Just because we're the moderation team. So I think Chroma, I believe Chroma and a couple others on the team actually do a marketing office hours stream. I'm not sure when they do theirs, but it should be listed in our Discord. They'd definitely be able to answer your question a little bit better.
I want to say those are Mondays.
Are they?
I don't
Mondays?
know. I have a bot that pops up whenever y'all go live, so like I notice the different team shenanigans.
Okay.
And I want to say that's Mondays, but you know, I'm time blind. I got the ADHD real bad.
I get you, yeah. What is Resonite's terms regarding a global ban list? Other platforms have conditions like you cannot make a ban list with our code. Is it essentially like a community-based, like, let's say like a blacklist or something like that? Is that what you mean? Like, let's say, hey guys, I banned this person. You should ban them too. Like, that kind of thing. If that's what you mean,
Whoa!
then how can I put
That
it?
one didn't work.
We'd probably liken that a little bit to I think we are upside down.
Yeah, we are.
Wait, there are two options: either world-based moderation and user-based moderation. Where does that apply to? So the idea here is this person did XYZ in group BYZ. They will be banned in all BYZ group sessions.
If we're talking about individual social groups, like that's up to the hosts of the social groups. That's not going to be a platform-based thing.
Yeah.
I mean, we have the different levels of ban too.
You're talking about like the community, let's say like hosting, let's say there's different community groups, right? And let's say they form a big coalition of people and they say, hey, we banned this person from like this group for this reason, you all ban this person, right? And then everyone, in this coalition bans that person from their other communities, right? Is that what you're talking about? Because technically we don't necessarily have a guideline around that unless, of course, it involves a name and shame board, whether that's a document or a board in a world or something like that. We might consider that witch hunting. It really depends on the context. Specifically Resonite's terms. I don't think we have, like, anything in our terms about that currently.
I mean, if multiple groups have crossover attendance, those multiple groups are not obligated to let somebody that they don't appreciate into their spaces. They're not required to do that just because they're a community.
Yeah. Zervax, I'll have to look at how VRChat does it, and maybe get back to you on that. In terms to not block list with Udon. Oh, interesting. Okay, so you're talking about
actually.
You're talking about like something that's sort of automated, or not just sort of automated, fully automated. That like, oh, okay. No, we don't have a term for that in our terms of service, as far as I'm aware, and definitely not in our guidelines currently. Something to consider in the future, but we have not come across that as an issue yet.
This is actually incredibly relaxing, by the way.
I know, right? I've been flying this thing around the Virgin Islands too, the place we usually stream at, and that's been really nice. Honestly, we might do that next stream too.
Fly the helicopter around Viridian.
Yeah.
What's that? I don't like that.
We're being shot at. Deploy the flares!
Who did it?
Why are they in the choppa? Because we are, I don't know, apparently we're trying to escape Warden's Crater?
Is that the situation?
Actually don't know. I think, I'll be honest with you, this feels like some super future, like, backwater, like, hangout or something, where people just like, yeah, man, we're gonna go fly around those abandoned helicopters. Like, it feels very, like...
Get him, Veer.
Oh, wait, what are we getting? Oh, we're getting those guys. We're a little far away for me to be able to aim at them. I'm using my head to aim. Probably a mining survey or something like that. Yeah, but why are there so many, like... oh, that's a target. Okay. I can't see it through the camera panel. What are the different types of moderation actions that can be applied to your account on Resonite? Oh boy, there's a bunch. So I'll start with the deprecated, the ones we don't really use. And the first one that we definitely don't use anymore, and we've only used maybe a couple times to benefit the user we are applying it to, but we've decided that maybe that might be still an overstep on our part, and that is the mute ban. The mute ban, basically when you arrive in a world, you're automatically muted in the session. The session host can unmute you so that you can speak, but we've only used this in situations where, let's say, like, there was one situation, you know what? I can't really get too detailed, unfortunately, but it was to benefit the user. And that's why it's basically a useless ban command, but it's very, like, how can I put it? We just wanted granularity in what it was that we needed to be able to do in case we have situations that arrive where it would be useful. That one's largely just unused. The second one would probably be, like, the least used but active tool in our arsenal, and that is a spectator ban. Whenever a user gets spectator banned, whenever they join a session, not their own sessions, but anyone else's sessions, they're automatically set to spectator, regardless of their contact level with the host. The host of the session can override the spectator ban. We've used this in situations where, let's say, we've got, like, nonverbal users coming in and maybe spawning out guns that are, like, harassing users, just harassing users with tools, etc., and are maybe not responsive to warnings. We'll apply probably like a week-long spectator ban to them so that maybe they can try to get used to using the platform without using the tools to harass other individuals. That one's not very commonly used. So then there is the soft public ban. This one's also fairly not used too often. With a soft public ban, a user is not able to join random public worlds. They can only be invited to worlds, and they can invite others to their worlds. They can still use their contacts list, etc. And that one's used more often than not, like, after maybe a warning had already been given and the user continues and it was a light infraction of some sort. We just basically are letting them know, hey, stop it. It's a very light slap on the wrist. It's also just barely used. We are about to get shot at. Uh-oh.
Are we?
Yeah.
I don't hear alarms blaring.
We might be a little bit too low for it to see us.
I'm in stealth mode. Ooh, that sway is way stronger than I ever expected it to be.
Oh, yeah. So the regular public ban is probably one of the more common bans that we use. And that one, you can't host public sessions, but you can be invited. In these scenarios, these are, a bit more moderate infractions that lead to these, usually after a warning had already been given. And then, of course, there is hard public ban. That one, you can go to your own world. You cannot invite people. You cannot communicate outside of, let's say, you can't communicate using the contacts list. You can't be invited to worlds. It is essentially, you are considered, like, to have violated a guideline in such a way that we really need you to sit off for a while and, maybe not endanger our community, for a certain amount of time usually. But in some cases, that is also going to be a permanent ban as well as a result of a major infraction of our guidelines or terms of service. Beyond that, there is the account ban. That is the you screwed up. Like, you may have violated some laws, not just our own guidelines, and we don't want you having access to your account anymore through our services. That one's the most severe, and in fact, moderators themselves can't even activate an account ban. That is strictly a moderation lead
This thing is not listening to me anymore.
Upside down.
I'm like tilting the control right to recenter myself, and it's going left, and I'm like, what are you? Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna like zip out of here.
Yeah, there you go. I have activated auto velocity again.
I feel like auto velocity shouldn't be that much. I don't know.
Let's see. Voosh the Wolf says, whoever came to these... we're getting shot at. To these ideas of band types, such a beautiful system of making the user compromised and still can enjoy the game in a way. Yeah, essentially. Especially things like the spectator ban. That is kind of like a, we know that you can enjoy the platform and all that, but maybe you impulsively have used tools to, annoy other users. But you can still, visit people, you can still communicate, etc. Computer user, welcome. Nuki, welcome. Yeah, we're in a helicopter. We're flying around Warden's Crater, one of the MMC submissions and winners of this year's MMC by Team Vibes. I think it's really cool that I don't know if they were challenged to not make a hangout world, because they usually make socializing worlds and hangout worlds, instead they made, well, in my opinion, this thing's a masterpiece. I love this helicopter so much. I've been itching to talk about it and show it off a little bit too. Probably one of these office hours, I'm gonna fly this around the Virgin Islands, just, like a light, cozy, kind of, easygoing stream. I feel like that'd be fun. Let's see. Ooh, we got a big one here from Zervax. When community-led projects or external platforms want to acknowledge official Resonite staff moderation mentors alongside their own local moderation staff teams, what are your recommended gold standards for UI, UX to prevent user confusion? Specifically, how do you prefer official staff mods and mentors to be visually distinguished from community mods to stop bad actors from using local authority to impersonate the official team? Well, I mean, largely we've been telling people that, like, you can differentiate a platform moderator from, like, someone who just has the moderator role in a world by going into the session menu itself. We've largely tried to build those tools into the platform automatically, not automatically, but, so that you as a user automatically have access to be able to see who is what outside of Resonite. Okay, so we haven't really requested much other than don't try to impersonate moderation or YDMS staff. That's basically been the go-to for us, which is just don't impersonate us. Sorry for asking such a large question, and that's basically like my really short answer to that. But we haven't gone in depth with, trying to control other people's narratives and all that outside of just don't impersonate us, essentially. Oh, well, now I remember the context for why you might be asking that question. That's funny. Which is up to you to talk to. I don't want to necessarily mention it in place of you.
Oh, wait. I know why I keep losing my grip, because I switched it to toggle and I immediately forgot.
Oopsie. Tattoo literally needs to get a grip.
Now I'm not death gripping my index controllers while trying to do this.
Oh god, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, so Zeravax apparently is working on a forum an unofficial forum for Resonite users, and I think that's pretty cool. Can't wait to see how that works. I wonder, can I just grab the controls out of your hand?
Ah!
I totally can.
Crying.
Oh, God. I wonder, Tatsu, do you want to try answering a question when one pops up while I'm trying to do, like, while I'm trying to, like, I don't know.
Do you want control?
I'm gonna give something a try here. I'm gonna see if I can go through one of these ring things.
Have fun.
I'm not gonna try to go full tilt because I'm actually, like, I guess because I'm. Oh, now I have a dev tool in my hand.
Yeah, you grabbed your dev tool.
Get out of here,
Sprocket. Sprocket. This place is called Warden's Crater. Oh, did I grab something? I'm so sorry.
No, that was me. I had to let go of my controls because I suddenly had a dev tool in my hand. Oh yeah, no, my FPS is pretty low too, so I'm not going to try to go full tilt through one of these flight courses, but I'm going to give one of these a try. Oh, I barely hit that one. Oh man. Oh, I compensated.
As far as I'm aware, at this stage, we do not plan on implementing any sort of anti-cheat. We actually are very encouraging to our modding users. Resonite has a great variety of mods. There's even an unofficial Resonite modding Discord.
Oh, it's the auto landing.
Yeah, that must be what was screwing me up. Was the auto landing?
Man. All right, I'm tilting.
Is there a way to turn that off?
Yeah, I just forgot to turn it off when I first got in this thing. Oh man, auto gear off. All right, there we go. I'm gonna try to turn around. Where are we? Let's see.
I'm just now perceiving the thing in the sky as an eyeball. That's terrifying.
Yeah, I think it is actually. See, this makes me think that this was like a penal colony or something.
Yeah, we are always watched.
Which is actually kind of funny for a moderation office hours.
But yeah, Floosh, to basically say what I said again, we have such a strong modding community in Resonite that adding an anti-cheat would probably just hurt the community more than help it at this stage. Nice, congratulations.
Yeah, that's likely something that, like, how can I put it? I don't want to say never because, like, man, I don't want to jinx it, right? Because I don't personally want any sort of anti-cheat on the platform. That would go against my personal wishes. My personal wishes are not necessarily the things that we are always going to be abiding to, you know? But I don't think anyone on the team necessarily wants anti-cheat on the platform either.
Oh, hey, Glavin just got here.
Oh, it froze.
You lagged because Glavin joined. Oh my god, are they gonna try and jump to us?
Oh god, I hope not. Oh, maybe go into shout. I mean, not shout. Go into broadcast for me.
Glavin,
don't jump.
Glavin,
to us.
don't jump to us.
Let me fly over to the main ship here, and then I can get Glavin situated.
Sprocket asked, what are the rules on copyright, like, for example, fan recreating stuff from a movie they like? I mean, we are beholden to copyright law, if that's what you're asking.
If you want, I can answer that one too.
That one's a little more official capacity, to be honest with you. Honestly, yeah. Moderation, if you don't mind me capping off before I hand it off, moderation technically wouldn't even deal with that. That does need to go to the, what is it, hello@Resonite, the business email.
I believe. Oops, I don't have the auto gear on. Oopsie.
That's because it was screwing us up earlier.
Yeah, no, I forgot, and then I landed without the gear turning on. Oh man. Okay, so as far as copyright stuff goes, right? We are assuming like goodwill on the part of the uploader that they have the rights to the content that they are bringing into the platform. However, if we do receive copyright takedown notices, we are always going to abide by them, and we abide by the DMCA process. And just you guys look up like what that whole thing entails, but basically be careful, make sure that you have the rights to upload the content you are uploading to our platform. If you don't think that you have the rights to upload the content to our platform, please don't. Like, it's just not worth it. It's a big hassle. Just to make sure that everything is hunky-dory before you try to do that. Let's see. I'm also.
Is there even a third seat in this place?
There isn't. So at this point, I can recommend that we. Let's see. Oh, Glavin, hello.
Hello, hi. That's all they
I'm trying to figure out how to do this because technically we could have one of us parent themselves to the helicopter and then just kind of like stand in the middle, you know?
I think I would get very motion sick with that.
Oh, you might. Okay, dang.
I cannot handle pain probably.
Hey, Veer.
Yeah.
Hey, Veer, check this out. Wait, where's it going? Why
Sounds like you're adjusting the throttle.
Yeah, I am. I was trying to go straight up really fast.
Why aren't you moving?
I can also let you do
I don't know.
Today if you wanted to have like a fun one in a helicopter. I've been kind of like working on it in my truck, so it's kind of been. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, it depends. Like, do you want to stick around for the? What is that? What is this? Look at this little guy.
Little guy.
I'm trying to find the camera. Let's see. Where's the camera? It's invisible for me currently. I'm gonna unhide the camera.
It does.
Okay, look at this little guy that we found, guys. Silly little guy. EOG wants to be invited. Heck yeah. Let's see. All right, you know what? I think we've flown around quite a bit here, so I'm gonna go ahead and just like turn off the helicopter, and then we'll set up in a cozy little spot.
I think you gotta sit in the main seat to interact with that.
No, you just gotta be tall enough to reach the controls.
Okay.
Sheesh.
Oh gosh. Hi, Yoji.
Let's see. Of course, the camera wall, which is giant in front of me right now, is now blocking my ability to interact with the camera panel, which is now spinning uncontrollably.
Excellent. Good.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Oh geez.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Manual. There we go. Now I can grab the dang camera. Okay. Oh, God, that was hard. Oh my goodness. All right. Where is there's
Hello,
the thing.
G.
Okay.
It's big, so it's easy to read.
Yeah. I'm gonna unpin it from me. I'm gonna unpin it from me. Okay, there we go. I had to shout at it to get it to listen. No worries, guys. I'm just shouting at technology today. I think that's pretty par for the course,
Old
isn't it?
dog barking at Sky. Hello, Yoji.
Let's see. Okay, sorry guys. I'm gonna go back here and look at some of the questions here that we've been missing.
We haven't missed many.
What are the rules for copyright? All right, we answered that one. Aside from the obvious statements of
we might not
moderation
be able to
doesn't
see the
do
camera.
anything, what is the most frustrating comment you deal with? Ooh, all right. This is a thinker for me. There's a few. I don't know. You guys have any ideas?
So as far as moderation doesn't do anything, I think one of the things I run into a lot is people thinking that moderation should handle a situation their particular way.
Yeah, that one's
And
annoying.
It's like, I see where they're coming from, like, yeah, okay, you want something handled a certain way, but there might be other circumstances that are going on that they're not privy to or not aware of that, it influences the way we handle a situation. And so it's, a lot of times, like, especially like when people write tickets, like, it's fun, like, tell us, hey, this is what the problem is, this is what's going on, but in the ticket itself, like, don't tell us, like, hey, you should ban this person specifically for this sort of thing, or like, you should do this particular thing, like, because like, that's not really their, a person's place to be able to tell us what we're going to do with that ticket. But tell us what the problem is, and that way we can evaluate it, have more, awareness of what's going on with that situation than what maybe the person writing the ticket has.
To clarify, you can tell us what to do in the tickets. You absolutely can tell us, like, here's what you guys need to do next. You guys need to ban this person, or I'm leaving a bad review. You might as well start writing that bad review. Don't tell us what to do and expect us to do it that particular way.
Fair.
It's funny, in some cases, we might actually be doing it the exact way you guys tell us what to do, but don't think that statement at the end of your ticket had a whole lot of weight on that decision. You might have just predicted the right outcome. But, so we don't do mod shopping. We don't allow it. We're not going to respond to it in the way that you're maybe hoping we will. So it's just not, there's not a point to it. Don't get yourself too worked up, writing that part of the ticket. You're wasting your own time. And it's not helpful for us. And then it's just another extra sentence that we have to parse, unfortunately. Go on.
It's partially related, but the whole, people have attempted to mod shop and then also like turn the entire moderation team into their own personal mafia to do out their deeds. Again, as you said, it might be very well that we're doing the thing that they want to do, but the vehemence of trying to point a gun and shoot it, we are the metaphorical gun and you're pointing it and shooting it at someone, never really works out.
Exactly. So I'm going to turn you guys up all the way.
Also, cannot see the video or the screen.
That's my bad. Hold on. Let's see.
So I have no idea. Am I on here? Is Yoji on here? Are we here? Okay, we're good.
Let's see. This is actually kind of a good angle already, like by default. It's kind of funny how that worked out. I'm gonna like just zoom this in a little bit there. There we go. Gosh.
Desktop representation on the mod office hours.
I need to ask NZ for like the hand thing so I can be like,
oh yeah.
Yo.
Yeah. You know what? I am just gonna like say this. This is one of my biggest pet peeves, and it'll get my blood pressure up when I see it. Is like, this person isn't my friend anymore. So harm them in this particular way. Ooh. Don't do that. Yeah. Let's see. Floosh the Wolf says. Also, I like your name. I am pretty new to the platform. What is your approach of moderating, for example, crashers and rippers? So thankfully we haven't dealt with too many rippers, but crashers, that happens every so often. It's swift. It is usually
it's pretty
swift.
decisive.
And
No, we've
especially
dealt with rippers too.
Maybe have we? Gosh.
Yeah.
We've dealt with
them.
we've dealt with one or two rippers, and usually because it
That's
goes
not
into
very
the
common.
thing. It's not very common, but because it usually falls under game modification, and that is like.
Think about that for a sec.
Well, I'm lagging. Sorry.
That was a bit of lag.
Because game modifications in the guidelines and TOS are usually seen as like a big fat no-no, and you need to do game modifications to achieve those two things usually. I mean, not crashing, but more so the first one. The
Right.
rippers, like, usually that's like, you're gone.
Yeah, I can at least think of one particular situation now that we've been talking about it here. But yeah, it's usually swift. We're usually going to take care of that pretty quickly and pretty harshly. Nuki here says, I wanted to say, because it came up in a conversation on Wednesday, moderation clearly takes needing evidence for things very seriously. Even when y'all get reports about serious misbehavior, that's got to be an emotionally difficult job. It is. and I'd like to acknowledge that. How do y'all handle that kind of pressure? It sucks, like, especially when we like, this is another big thing that, like, maybe is one of my biggest pet peeves. When you send us a ticket, it is a conversation. We need to talk to you. We need to, like, have a back and forth. So when you send us a ticket, check your email. Please check your email. Please check your spam. We're probably going to try to reach out to you, and we're probably going to need to ask you for evidence, even if it's a log. In a lot of cases, a log can help us a lot. And in cases where a log can help us a lot and we don't receive one, we usually can't do anything. And yeah, that is emotionally devastating, especially when we see some really terrible claims, like some big claims about some dangerous behavior that we suddenly can't do anything about. It makes us feel worthless. Like, at least personally, it makes me feel worthless if we're not able to help you out. But we can't act without evidence because, I mean, like, let me give you an example. Someone reports Tatsu for being 13 years old. We act without evidence. We ban their account. Tatsu is not 13 years old, by the way. I just want to make that very clear. But if we...
You're short.
Sorry, I'm just picking on you in particular because you're short. I'm sorry. Oh, man. So... Yeah, it makes us feel terrible when we can't act on, like, some terrible claims. I'm not even saying the age part is necessarily a terrible claim. That's more of a, you know, protecting kids, protecting the platform, that kind of thing. But, like, say some really bad stuff, right? We need evidence. Please do whatever you can to send us evidence. And yes, testimony can be evidence, but it's not usually evidence that we can act upon, not at least on its own. We need to be able to corroborate that evidence in some manner. But yeah, like, it sucks. Zaravax asks, if a user is banned for a major violation on an external community hub, e.g. a massive asset sharing site, does the trust and safety team consider that off-platform evidence when reviewing? Yes, we'll consider it off-platform evidence, but it depends on how verifiable the evidence is and what kind of action it is. Let's say if it's acts of, like, sexual aggression or let's say intolerance or something like that, and we can very clearly verify a link between, let's say, that person's external account to their internal account, we might take action. It really depends on the situation, though, and it's on a case-by-case basis.
Yeah, that's kind of like a lot of things with moderation. It's a lot of case-by-case sort of stuff.
A follow-up from Nuki to Zaravax's question here. If a user is banned for a major violation on another platform, e.g. Second Life or VR chat, does the trust and safety team consider that off-platform evidence when reviewing? Yes, we'll consider it off. We consider it off-platform evidence, but if the question is, will we act upon it, it depends. What roles are you, Veer, staff, and mod, or are you also a mentor? I'm the head of trust and safety, and what that means is that I manage the moderation team, the mentor team, and the support team. Basically, of those three teams, I'm the one at the top. If we're looking at a hierarchy, we loosely have, like, a hierarchy. Then above me is Fruxius. You know, when it comes to the decisions I make. In regards to those three teams.
Also, I wanted to add something in really quick, adding on to Nuki's question of how do we handle things. Do we feel powerless sometimes when, like, we don't have, like, proper evidence to deal with a situation? I also wanted to bring out too, a lot of times things will happen and people will not make a ticket on it. Like, we can't really do a whole lot if you do not report the things that are happening and make a moderation ticket. Like, don't send it to just DMs. Like, you need... What, really?
We are not a secret police.
Actually, I'm
Completely
hearing.
illegible.
Actually, no, I'm hearing Glavin just fine.
Veer's
I was
completely
yeah,
illegible
gosh.
too.
I was very legible. The Glavin was very legible. I think that was
Me?
yeah, that's a
Am I
you
the
issue.
problem?
Oh no.
Yeah.
But yeah, please make
Guess
a moderation
what? I'm the
ticket if
problem.
there's
I'll be
a
right back.
situation going on.
We gotta sit him up a little bit higher so he gets better reception.
Yeah.
Make it close to the 5G tower.
It's really frustrating because we're not trying to be a secret police, and we really don't want to be. Like, we don't want to have to go around like patrolling public sessions trying to look for trouble, because that would just suck. And I'm pretty sure everyone would hate that. So please do send in tickets, because again, like Levin said, we literally cannot do a single thing without any form of people sending information first.
Yeah. And also another really good example, if I can use Vera as an example here, there was a situation where there was a user that was being really pushing the line with another user, and both me and Vera were there, and we were like, do you want us to act on this? Do you want us to do something? And like the person they said no. They obviously wanted something to happen, but they just said no. And because they said no, like we couldn't act to do anything with that situation, and that kind of sucked. It's like this person definitely needed to at least have a little bit of talk to. But yeah, if you have an issue though, and you run into something and you want to like at least let us know, like, hey, this is something that's been going on, just at least to be aware of. Please make a moderation ticket here at moderation.resonite.com.
Yeah. Wait, what is that font?
It's a highly readable font for people that are just
Oh my god. Okay. That's. we're Never mind. Oh man. I thought I saw a question. What's the SLA? Service level agreement? I don't know. Like, that's not a part of my department. That's outside of my stuff. That's like talking about uptimes and stuff like that, right? Like, I have no idea.
Also, it's a good idea.
No, I think I know what they're asking. We try and respond to tickets within a day.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Sorry. I'm like, huh? You know. Sorry, I got too much caffeine.
There's a lot of like things that are going on over here too. So like, if you put like something in that has like an acronym and it's not been defined yet, just define the acronym real quick. Just.
Let's see. Oh, I skipped a question here. I think there's a comm system across the helicopters. Yes, there is. That's really cool. Nuki says, is the worst comment that users say they got permabanned for no reason and people believe them? Yeah, that one's annoying. And then also it just like, how can I put it? Like, if you get permabanned and you know exactly why you get permabanned, because we tell you usually, like, don't be a jerk and just like go back around and use the reason that you broke your like our guidelines to try to hurt us. Try to learn and grow from it, and then maybe we'll also show you clemency later on. But if you do go on a massive campaign against the platform and moderation team because you broke the guidelines and your butt hurt about it, that might hurt your chances at clemency in the future. Just saying. You know, just maybe learn and grow. That's all we ask for people. We really just want you to learn and grow. Let's see. Floosh the Woof says, no need to answer, but how much has this job influenced some part of your life in a way? I have unfortunately turned my career into my personality. Oopsie. I know that's not very healthy. But that's probably enough needing to be said on that front. Gosh. Where do you actually go to make a ticket? I'm assuming that's why this is here.
Yep.
Okay. That with the funny font.
I can change it to Noto-sans.
Next is in the chat. Hey, I hope you've all had. Oh my god, now my dyslexia kicks in. Hey, hey, hope you all have been having a lovely day. Appreciate you all greatly for making Resonite safe for the community. Just a question for you all. You say that tickets are important. Do you think that an in-game report system would help? Yes, absolutely. And what would you do if groups in the far future started doing mass reports that are fake? Ooh, so if they are all involved in knowingly submitting fake reports, and we can like corroborate that and figure out that they are indeed gaming the system to try to like hurt another user, all of those people are probably getting banned. Don't do that. Like that's not just a violation of our guidelines. That is a terms of service violation. It may even come with some like like financial and legal issues for you in the future. Don't do it. It's a bad idea. Really bad idea. Oh man. But thank you for asking that question. That is a really good one. And yeah, I really hope that we get you know, in the nearish future an in-world reporting tool. I feel like that would be great.
Snapshotting like the log for that session and it just throws over like just that session over where the problem happened would be nice. Amazing. Yeah. But that's like, I don't want to put more fruits on that poor yellow guy.
Let's see. Oh, okay. We got. Oh yeah, we've already like answered that question. But has this influenced? Has this profession influenced a part of your life? And if so, what exactly, and how much? I answered, you know, by saying I made it my personality. Oopsie. You guys feel free to answer if you'd like.
It's definitely something that I think has helped a lot for being able to make a stronger connection with the community that I'm here trying to, you know, serve and protect. So like, it's been kind of nice to be able to have that ability to be really involved in the communities, but then also having the ability to be able to help handle things and have a lot more, kind of having that good insight into like what's going on when, you know, tickets or problems come in. Also trying to help like help people to be more understanding of each other. It's kind of also like a thing that's kind of nice to be able to do. Just trying to help de-escalate situations, because a lot of people think moderation is all about like wielding the ban hammer and gotta ban people, and it's like no, de-escalation first.
Yeah, I really don't like banning people. I'm pretty sure most moderators of communities I care about don't like axing people from the community, because there is always going to be some level of like, this person, despite them breaking guidelines, is still probably friends with people on their platform and people do care about them. It's never a good feeling to just like be like, yeah, well, you're not allowed to do that anymore because you messed up, and you have to take like, we have to give some sort of like action, because to let people run around like it's anarchy would be a big problem.
Certainly. I have something to add to that. In the future, when we do have moderation applications, I think Glavin died. We will get those applications every so often that'll say like, you know, what do you want to join the mod team? Why? Because I'm not going to be like the rest of your all's mods. I'm going to get off my ass and actually ban the bad people that I think need to be banned. You will never join our mod team. Ever. Like, those are specifically the people we don't want on our team. We want people who are going to look at every bit of detail in the evidence that we are receiving and making sure we are making the right choice by banning an individual and not acting upon emotions, not acting upon like just impulse or anything like that, and not acting upon personal bias. And I have seen plenty of applications that actually basically make it very clear that their whole intent is to ban the people they think are the bad people on this platform. We don't believe in bad people. Like, that is not something that like I try to bring into the team or into the culture. I don't want to bring someone into the culture here for the moderation team that believes in evil, if that makes sense. We believe in misguidance. and we try to provide corrective guidance for individuals so that they can come back to the platform after they've learned their lesson and enjoy the platform for the way that it's meant to be enjoyed. Let's see. Zeravax asks, lemonade? Jason Asano's recipe. Absolutely.
I did want to
Not familiar with
answer
that one.
the whole like what does it influence me and kind of how I felt since joining the moderation team. I came to this game completely thinking VR was like dumb. Not dumb, but it was cool, but kind of a gimmick. And then I came on Neos in 2022, fell in love with it almost immediately, and realized that Neos and subsequently Resonite are communities that I sincerely do care about, and I wanted to come around and actually help it. I had prior experiences in the past, and I just really enjoy helping this community and making it a safe place for people to be able to express themselves in whatever way they deem and seem fit. I want people to create cool shit. I want people to enjoy creating cool shit in a really positive place, and that's the kind of place and why I personally became a moderator. I guess it's made me become more prideful of myself in like what I'm doing for this place, or I hope I'm doing good for this place.
And we thank you.
Heck
Thank
you.
Let's see. Sprocket Clown says, I actually want to thank you for insisting on evidence because I've seen people banned falsely from other platforms because of false reports before. It has happened to me. Not me personally getting banned, but witnessing a friend on another platform, I'm not going to name it, because they have fixed apparently their problems with this going forward. But I watched in a public space, me and my friend, we were just hanging out and talking, and then suddenly a group of like 5 individuals walked up and said, hey man, enjoy that ban of yours. And then my friend disappeared because they all mass reported him at the same time, and it was an automated ban system. Oops. That sucks. And I personally have been affected by watching a friend be like affected by that. It took him weeks to get back on the platform. It sucked, and we don't like it. We don't think that that's a good system.
Yeah, that's one of the things I love so much about here is like every account restriction that does take place is handled by usually not just one, but the whole team discussing and looking at a particular, situation that's going on, especially something that's like a more serious ban for someone that's like been here for a while or something like that. But it's usually a serious conversation that goes on with that. But if it's like trolls or something like that coming on, like it's, it's more of like, well, it's very obvious this is a one-day account, and like they're just coming in here and throwing slurs and everything else. Like we try and act quick, but also we try to be respectful of carefully handle situations when it's required to do so. Like we really want to make sure that we handle our community with care.
I do think I always want this moderation team, and I think this is something you agree with, Via, of like there always has to be some level of like human final say on an action, and I think that's always a good thing to keep. It's going to be obviously like more difficult to upkeep as things do grow, but like I think that is a very valuable thing for a platform, because a lot of what happens with like misaction is just automated systems being a little too touchy or a little too abusable, and people find ways to abuse them and start sending out like mass ban reports, and then it causes just issues for a lot of people.
Oh yeah. Let's see here. Zervax asks, how does the process work for volunteer moderators to escalate to a higher type of ban? What can they do at what point? Example, can moderators mute and kick from a session, but only staff can globally punish? No, so the only ban commands that the moderation team don't have access to is the account ban command. However, because we brought up like session moderation, just because a moderator for the platform has that mod badge and that mod tag that doesn't mean that they can enter your session and while set to spectator, kick someone from your session using the session tools. They still wouldn't have access to those tools. However, they can ban a person, and that would cause that person to get kicked from the session. Yeah, we don't give them access to tools that the session host otherwise, dictates who gets those tools.
We also do have access to very interesting tools that are like never really used. Like, I know we can globally mute people, or globally set people to spectator if they're known as a bit of a troll with props. I mean, I wanted to use the Gmod term, which was minge, but it's a horrible word. But like, and the other one is a mute ban, where someone's not being discriminatory or disruptive or something that deems like a moderation thing. Whoa.
Thank you for
sorry.
the subs.
We
yeah.
got gift subs back here. Hot damn. Thanks, Airvex.
The mute ban is mainly used for people who just are unaware of a very disruptive mic. Say, for example, like they're using a webcam mic that's just echoing everything verbatim, and they're being disruptive, but they're not necessarily it's a very complex situation for that command. It's a hyper-specific command.
It's
we
only
can
been
do
used
stuff
twice.
like that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's been used on me as like a troll from a moderator, like in the distant past. But yeah, it's very rarely used. We can mute and set people to spectator, but again, they've probably only been used historically like 2 or 3 times.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Let's see here. Computer user says, the one time I had to deal with trolls made me immediately download a screen recorder app. Yes, right? Like, I've had that same exact reaction too. A screen recorder app to be able to actually gain evidence. Actually, just midway through reading this, I do want to say video evidence is usually the strongest evidence we can receive, and like that one is very incredibly helpful. Please get like OBS or whatever NVIDIA's built-in thing is, Shadowplay.
Mm-hmm.
Also, something else too, it's nice to have is if you do send a video and it's like a really long video and it's like 30 minutes or something like that, try and put like the timestamps in there of just like, hey, kind of watch around like the 7-minute and 40 mark. That's kind of when things are happening. Like, that can be very helpful for us too. That way we're not sitting there trying to like watch a whole 30-minute video.
Yeah. Oh yeah, please. Especially like at least give us timestamps. If you don't want to cut the video down, please give us timestamps. Oh man, please. I have seen so many videos that have been sent to us that is like actually 30 minutes long. Yeah. And then like the one thing happened like 3/4 into the video. And then like
I put on my old editor hat and just
For
go
like
4
5
times
seconds.
speed. Like I just go full stream highlights editing mode and just like chunk through a video.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And the rest of computer users' statement here. One of the other user. Oh my God! Once again, sorry guys. The words have just scrambled. Okay,
Want me to get it?
There we go. No, I'm good now. One of the other actual players in the session was mentioning something about maybe something will happen if enough of us. Let me just grab this. Keeps moving. Mentioning something about maybe something will happen if enough of us report it, and I was just thinking, oh, they don't know that number of reports doesn't change anything. That's true. The only way that like that would help is if we get different perspectives that give us different bits of evidence about the same like type of incident occurring. That's the only time that that's actually going to be helpful, is if we get a bunch of new evidence from a bunch of different people, but it's like corroborating evidence, then yeah, it's helpful.
Yeah.
So a good example of this is, say, a user that is disruptive and they are bouncing from session to session to session to session. If people in each session are sending in, hey, here's my logs, this person came in and like this is what they were doing, and like maybe a picture here or like a little video here or just a log file there, then that all starts to kind of build up into a solid case, be able to see, okay, this person is within this specific time window which we're seeing these things come in and looking at the logs, like this is that lines up.
That is a very good example of how both testimony and logs in like just together can help us form enough evidence to act. Because like, let's say we get corroborating testimony. This person joined my session and said a slur. This person joined my session and said a slur, etc. And then we have logs from those individual sessions showing when that person shows up. Yes, that's going to be very helpful for us. And in those cases, we'll probably be able to take very swift action.
Yeah.
Thank you for bits, Sprocket.
Yeah, thank you,
Anyway, go ahead.
Sprocket.
Thank you, Sprocket Bean.
Yeah, thank you, computer user. It's disruptive, not personally malicious. Yeah, that's very good. Just like kind of technical issue kind of thing for that old little command.
I see a question. Have you hydrated, guys? I have an energy drink next to me. Does that count?
My water's over there.
Nuki says, if y'all get a report on a new user... There we go. Okay, sorry, it jumped away from me. If y'all get a report on a new user, can y'all see where that user is? Like, can y'all go and find the public session they're in, join them, and see if they do it in front of y'all? So, how can I put it? If we receive a ticket, like, saying, hey, this person's in my session right now, then I look at the worlds list and see that that person's in the session. Maybe I might join.
It depends.
Yeah, if they're a brand new user, yeah, sure, I'll join. You know, if they are an older user, I know if I join, the activity is going to cease in an instant. And so that might not actually be helpful for my cause. So it depends. It's one of those, it depends. But can we see where that user is? We don't have an inbuilt tool currently that tells us where that user is at any given time. And we'd only like be able to know that in the future if that person is in a public instance that we could otherwise see by default. Once again, we care a lot about privacy, and let's say if that person's in a private world, all I'd want to see from the cloud is that that person is in a private world. We wouldn't want to know any other information.
I just had an ice cream truck drive past my window, and I was very confused for a moment. I'm like, what in the world? What in this world is doing that?
That'd be cool. A little like ice cream helicopter flying by.
Ice cream helicopter,
like from Lethal Company, just.
So I'm not completely too sure how Linux does stuff, but I know Resonite tends to have a full graphical window. It's not going to be the best POV. It sometimes is going to be a little pointed up, but it should be clear enough for moderation use. Generally, that might be something you might have to play with. Because the way I did it is, or the way I do it when I do screen record is, I just leave my Resonite window front and center on my main window and just use OBS to action replay it, and that usually is solid enough. It's not perfect, but it's strong enough evidence.
Yeah. Let's see. Does it at least help when multiple users report as witnesses? Not necessarily, unless they're providing new additional context. Why do we have Serious Fruits with their arms crossed? Probably he's about to say some ambivalent statement. Trying to sound cool, but not quite good, not quite evil. I don't know, something like that. It's straight out of a Sonic game.
Ambiguous alignment, Fruxius.
Yeah. I'm so
You can just imagine the text in the picture. It just works.
No one knows whether I'm a good guy or a bad guy right now. Let's see. What is this?
Oh, I got mistaken for Frooks again. Yeah!
Oh, is that what's going on?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I looked at the most recent chats. I'm so sorry.
Short
So
fruits.
sorry, sir. The smaller Frooks. I am merely yellow. Frooks is also yellow, but they're also taller than me, and I could not do what Frooksius does.
Aw, that would be cool though to have Frooks on one of these mod streams. I think he's usually in the chat somewhere. Let's see. Is Frooks in a different reality? Yeah. Yeah, he's probably like. Well, I've been calling them Frooks the entire stream. That's funny. Sorry.
I need to make that little graphic, like Resonite sponsored graphic, just to put in the corner of the screen that just has like the names and our like really stupid fucking little pictures of our faces.
So you're saying you're Frooks
Scream at
less.
Chroma.
That's funny.
It's true.
Yeah, Frooks is, yeah, Bappler says it here. Frooks is probably, also, I'm sorry I missed the Linux meet. I wasn't awake. Frooks is probably gonna be on stream in like an hour and a half, if I recall, yeah.
Time is it? We got
It
7
is
minutes.
almost the end of the stream.
Wow, seriously? Damn, we've been...
Yeah.
Zoomed.
Which
Yeah.
also brings us to a nice important PSA of if you are a streamer and you want us to be able to raid you on Twitch, all you have to be doing is be streaming at the end of our office hours, and we like to try and raid one lucky person that has not been raided before or is new to streaming. Try and get some views for you. The only requirements that we have is that it has to be something dealing with Resonite, whether it's actually on the platform or you're just using it for like VTubing. It needs to be English speaking, since our audience that we have currently is English speaking, and then being family friendly. So just make sure it's safe for everybody to be able to view.
Yeah, definitely. And funny, I'm already looking at the the different categories here. It seems that there is already also a person who might be starting their stream soon, who's planning on streaming Resonite, and that's cool. So we might choose them.
Nice.
Veer, there's another Linux meetup tomorrow. Not sure what time zone you're in. EST. But around an hour or 3 from now, tomorrow is the Monday Linux stream. Oh, from now. Cool.
Neat.
Yeah, I'll probably be awake then, hopefully. Unless I'm just like asleep in the chair. Let's see.
I'm gonna show up and be the only one using Windows.
I think that defeats the point of going to the meet.
Oh man. I'm just looking to get converted. That's all.
You go to the Linux meetup, be like, hey guys.
I don't know. I don't even know what distro to go with. Like, do I go with like 98, 2000? Like.
Oh no. Like, how do I install Windows 8? Like.
Millennium Edition.
I want to install Linux XP, please.
The Golden Freddy pose. I don't actually know what the Golden Freddy pose is. Is that in regards to like the Five Nights at Freddy's thing? Never played any of those. All users are welcome in the Linux meetup, says Forbetta. Regardless of OS. Cool. Actually, here, I gotta do the thing. I'm gonna do it. Hold on.
Are you gonna turn orange and talk about using Arch? Oh,
There. Unfortunately, it seems I am the only one representing Linux here today.
I think throwing a Windows Farfetch down on the ground is my power move.
Is that fast Fetch? Bro. That's too much, dude. That's too much. That's funny. Oh man.
Oh goodness.
Evil fucked up Windows Fast Fetch. What did you run this in? Or is this you? My god. That's funny.
Yeah, that's just terminal on Windows.
Yeah, whatever happened to the $5 footlong Subway? Just random comment if no one's paying attention to the chat. Like, you know, it just sounds like I'm randomly calling out Subway all of a sudden. That's funny. Oh, man. My Windows computer has Neo Fetch. That's funny. I just go to Publix instead. I'm way too far north. I'm gonna get rid of this cursed image. Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh.
I'm kind of entertained that this spawned out and it's just so perfectly aligned that it's like in order and we three are under the windows and you're under the
Right.
Oh, yeah, you got a good point there.
That's really funny. Oh my gosh. It's a smart window, guys. It was able to tell where I'm standing.
Clearly, yeah, I'm sure it is.
It just knows.
It doesn't just go from left to right prioritizing. Hold on, I can't see this. Windows.
There is like a distant thing in the future where I may be playing with Asahi, so like that's my one soy contribution. And also like I do want to get off Windows. It's just that's a lot of work and I'm fucking lazy. Smile.
Seraphax, why would you say Windows
definitely uploading Windows
supremacy?
11.
We're all trying to escape. We just need our things to work.
I mean,
That's my
I got
problem.
I got most of this working. If I'm honest with you, in a lot of ways, I feel like I'm getting better, like performance.
No, you should.
Oh, you
It's
definitely
Yeah.
Like, Windows does have that nice thing of, like, it just works. It's just going to be slower than Linux because you have to build the engine first. Like, you know, like you get a car, you have to build the thing first, but now it's tuned to exactly what you want versus an automobile that just kind of does everything, but just kind of...
Actually, that's a little bit outdated, Glavin. There's a lot of Linux distros that you just install and go.
Well, heck, okay,
Same as
well, it seems
Windows.
I am way out of date then. Just disregard why I said that.
Nah, like Linux, from what I've heard, is like getting to the point where you can do Linux pretty reliably if you're on like pretty popular headsets even.
All right, nice.
Like, people have largely overcome the boundary. Like even the biggest meme about Linux, audio has finally largely been fixed.
Nice.
Like window audio on Linux is no longer like lentil ice soup.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, you get lentils?
Ice soup.
Man, see.
Oh, I saw something about SSH.
Porridge and lentils for the next week. That's my...
That's actually funny. One of my big projects I've been looking into doing is I'm trying to make an open source encoder for use in Resonite.
Oh my God.
It's using SSH, RSA, and a little bit of cryptographic stuff to basically you can watch the thing even if you are observing it. It only allows communication between the endpoint users. It doesn't let you like try and man in the middle. It's the idea. I'll see how well that actually goes once I let it go live and starts doing testing, and then Timran comes into the session and breaks it in like 10 seconds. But I'm gonna try though. I think it's fun.
What is your SSH streak? I don't know what that means. I am
Where we at?
like I'm a new Linux user. I'm sorry, a new GNU plus Linux user. See, I'm learning some of the jokes.
I'm gonna use Gen 2. Fuck Arch.
Oh.
First learning Gen 2. I'll be the most okay, I don't want to say that. I will be my own hubris.
Oh, man.
And that is top of the hour.
If you're using
ding,
GNOME,
ding.
no, I'm using KDE. I'm on
Yes,
I'm on Debian 13. Why? Because I have, I don't know, the closest people in my life currently use Debian, and so I can ask them literally anything about it. But
Doesn't make it helpful.
yeah, no, KDE is a much more friendly user environment for the record. Yeah, I mean, granted, I will say, no, this was temporarily, and back when Ubuntu was cool, okay? It was like 2010, and I used Ubuntu temporarily, but it just didn't work very well for literally everything I needed it to, unfortunately. And I think that was back when it had GNOME. as its default user environment. And I liked that. I thought it felt really weird and cool and new and all that. I'm not afraid of new. I'm not afraid of weird. I like weird.
I use Hyperland.
Hyperland? I don't know if I've seen that one.
Oh, I'll have to tell you about it after the stream then, because it's
Oh man.
cool project, but it's kind of chaotic.
Let's see here. Babbler says they've been
Uh-oh.
plasma pilled for the past decade. KDE, my beloved. Yeah, I like it. I like KDE a lot. I like how configurable it is.
You can do KDE Connect with your phone and other devices, and it works really damn well, actually.
I'll have to learn what that is because I haven't heard of that either.
It's like, you know, like how like Samsung Connect, and you can download it on the computer, and you can like sync files seamlessly between your phone and computer. It's like Apple AirPlay, if you've ever used that.
Oh, I can do that, but like with KDE, that's cool.
Largely, yeah.
Whoa! All
Well,
right.
before this turns into a Linux show.
Right. Yeah, we are at the top of the
It's
hour,
top of the
guys. So, I think what I'm going to go ahead and start doing here is I'm going to look at the channels here and see. Same category. Yep. I'm going to try to pronounce this name. Buginka, Bugeenka. They are streaming Resonite. Their channel says it's Social Sunday, so I guess they're going to be talking and all that.
Ooh.
That's pretty cool.
Awesome.
And I'm gonna choose them for today's rating because I think that's gonna be fun. So do us a favor, y'all. Be kind when you land in the other. You guys always are. So just, you know what? Stay as awesome as you guys usually are whenever we raid. And you guys have a lovely day. Thank you guys for your wonderful questions. It's been a very active stream today. Once again, man, it just rolled right by too.
It did. It really did.
All right, I'm gonna start the rating process. It's gonna take at least 10 seconds. We're getting y'all ready. And you guys have a lovely rest of your day. Thank you guys, and we'll catch you guys next Sunday, hopefully. Bye, guys.
Have yourselves a good one.